What up, Hyperchange? Welcome to another episode of Investing 101. Today we're going to talk about why you should be the customer. Literally, you don't have to actually be the customer of the company you're investing in, but I think one of the most important things is to get in the mindset of the customer or consumer's perspective of the product or service that you're investing in. For example, if you are invested in Starbucks, the best piece of research you can do is go to a Starbucks store, go to a competing coffee shop, compare the experiences, compare the product and services. That is why I love the rule of investing in what you know. Like if you're a consumer who's going through the purchase of buying a car and you just went through that whole experience, you're going to have great insight in the distribution model of traditional legacy automakers versus Tesla, the new version. You know, always put yourself in the customer perspective. And if you're not a customer of a product or service you're investing in, talk to a customer, find somebody, reach out, Google reviews, go to YouTube and type in product reviews. I don't know. Putting yourself in the consumer or customer's mindset is one of the best ways to research and understand what's happening. They need to keep their customers happy. If they're doing a great job at serving their customers who are super satisfied, who couldn't live without the product, that's a really good sign. And it's going to tell you so much about the company, so much about the quality of their management, about how they're run, all in their product and whether they're making their customers happy. If you're an Apple fanatic who's obsessed with buying the phones every year, always keeping up to date, you're going to be the first person to know when Apple's falling off and Google's a real threat. If you're the kind of person who's constantly building websites on Wix, Weebly, Shopify, Squarespace, and you start to notice that Shopify's features are running away and you're using all of your time to build client websites on Shopify instead of the others, that's a really good sign that competitively Shopify's product is better and their business is going to win in the long term. You know, people don't realize how much insight they have from all the products and services that they use every day. Think about the things that you're a customer of. What you should be listening to your friends on is not when they give you a stock tip, but when they're like, oh, I tried that gym and I loved it. I tried this restaurant and I loved it. Or I tried this new health bar and I loved it. Those are the type of insights that will give you clues to a really, really good business model and something that you want to invest in. The best ways you can research a company is if they have a store, go to the store. If they have food, buy the food. If they have clothes, buy the clothes. So if you're not, and if you can't be the person who goes and does it, talk to someone who goes and does it. So much about a business can be learned by experiencing it for yourself and using the product. Put yourself in this customer mindset. Okay, is Uber a good investment? Well, let's think about it from the customer mindset. Uber used to seem like this monopoly that would dominate and there's only one way to do it, but now I have, I live in New York City, now I have Lyft, I have Via. It's not that hard for me to just choose another app. This alone makes me think that Uber doesn't really have much staying power as a monopoly because they don't have a real edge. I can call up a car service who's going to get me, take me from A to B for probably a cheaper price than Uber. It's the exact same service. So when you put yourself in the customer perspective, you can get such valuable insights about the company. Is their moat strong? Is Uber's moat strong? Not really in New York City because I can tap 3 other ride-hailing apps. Is Apple's moat strong? Maybe, because I'm an Apple phone-obsessed person who's always trying to stay at the cutting edge of tech, and I never want to change from Apple. And, these are such important insights. Whenever you're looking at a company, no matter what the product or service is, even if it's a biotech that's selling a certain drug to patients, either talk to patients or try and think about what you do if you were in their shoes. Every business at the end of the day has a customer or consumer on the other end that's buying what they're selling. Put yourself in the shoes of who's buying their products, and you will get tremendous insight about that company. That's Investing 101. That's Hyperchange. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.